Hey, I'm Michelle.
And I'm Ronald.
And this is Talking Squirrels,
the Middle School Ministry Podcast.
What is up, Ronald?
You know what, Michelle? It's actually like super cold outside.
Oh, what's cold for San Antonio?
Yeah, no, it's like 39 degrees here, which is pretty cold for us.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's not terrible, but it's cold. I guess the main thing is yesterday, it was like 75 degrees.
What?
And then it dropped 40 degrees last night. Now it's like 30, so it's super cold.
I don't even understand how that happens.
I don't understand science things. So when it's cold outside, Michelle, does like weather affect your mood? Like if it's cold, are you happy or are you sad? Or does it bug you?
It depends on where the sun is at. Like if it's cold and sunny, I'm totally fine with that.
Oh, but if it's like cold and overcast?
Cold and overcast, I'm like, I don't want to do anything today. I just want to go and like either play a video game or like just curl up in a blanket on the couch with like our cat.
Yeah.
And do nothing.
Okay, so personal question.
But if the sun's out, I'm like, I got to be doing things.
I hear you. So personal question, what video game are you playing right now? Like what's your go-to?
So I'm actually playing a bit of an older one. It's Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Nice. Oh, the pirate ship one.
The pirate one, yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
I secretly love anything to do with pirates.
No, we've talked about this. You are a pirate person.
I love pirates. I think it's so cool. I can't wait to go to Nassau one day.
Yeah, and actually see
Bahamas in general.
Okay. Michelle the pirate. Got it. Check.
Done.
No, I don't.
Is it like cloudy and overcast there?
Yeah, it's pretty cloudy over here. So like I just get tired. So whenever it's cloudy and things like that, I'm just like, okay, I could sleep. But we got work to do.
We got work. It is Wednesday.
Wednesday is coming. Tonight. And main thing I'm sad about is like I just got like 9 square in the air worked out last week. And now it's like it'd be like super cold and maybe raining. So I'm like, oh man. So we just got it all worked out and can't. I guess I don't have to say we can't do it. I just think if I spent the time setting it up, it would not be appreciated this week.
Oh, do you have like a gym or anything you can put it in?
No, gym.
Yeah, we don't either.
Yeah, we have plans for a gym, but they involve leveling like 9 houses that we own next to our church.
Oh my gosh.
So like even if we like started today, it would be like 3 years before like we walked into the gym.
Feel that. Yep.
It's gonna be some time. No, we have a parking lot. Which funny, somebody I posted a picture of getting the 9 square in the air up, and somebody on Download Youth Ministry Facebook group was like, "Why'd you take up a handicap parking spot?" I'm like, don't. It's okay. We actually cone all that area. We cone all that area off. There are other handicap parking spots. Please don't judge me.
Yeah, the middle schoolers aren't driving.
No, but their parents are.
They're fine. They're just dropping off.
Yeah. So I did kind of feel bad about it. It's like, no, there's plenty of space and there are other handicap spots. It's fine.
That's super funny.
So I don't know about you, but sometimes like I know like when I'm in a bad mood, like I can kind of like turn it off and get the job done when it comes to middle school ministry and being like, okay, students are here. It's time to be happy. Like I can be energetic. And most of the time, once I start being energetic around students, I'll like actually become energetic. I'm like, okay, no, I'm fine.
Oh, yeah.
Our students, however, don't necessarily always have the I'm supposed to be having a good time attitude, right?
They're the worst.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's true. So,
they can be. Usually those are the kids that I like love and almost favorite.
Mm-hmm.
But we don't have favorites in youth ministry. So, I mean.
We totally have favorites. We
100% have favorites.
Yeah. No, so the other day I was super excited because I had gone to the dollar store because ministry on a budget, right? And was getting some things which if you do ministry, you need the dollar store. Like dry erase boards are amazing there. Some of the toys are amazing there, like in the art supplies and stuff. Like you can make a lot of games and things like that.
You can use so much ministry.
Dollar store stuff.
On the dollar store.
So I was walking around and they actually had a game called No Apologies.
Yes.
And I'm like, wait a second, hold on. And it's a total ripoff of Sorry. Like,
I was gonna say, wait, is that just Sorry?
Yeah, it's just Sorry, but called No Apologies. And I was like, oh, it's made by Parker Brothers or whatever. So I was like, oh, this is legit. And then somebody informed me Sorry is actually Hasbro. Parker Brothers does not have the rights to it, so they just call it No Apologies, and that's fine, I guess.
That's the things the dollar store can get away with.
I know. Well, I mean, they're not making.
I guess not the dollar store, Harper or whatever.
So like, I was pumped that I had found this. I thought it was hilarious. And so that Sunday, we're playing games based off the dollar store and, kind of hyping it up and stuff. And so we give away No Apologies as a prize. I think it's like the best prize ever. And the kid who got it is just not into it. He's like, really? Like, you can see almost like disappointment on his face when we hand him the prize. Pissed. Oh man. One worse, where later on I'm like going around and trying to figure out, and I see No Apologies shoved under a bench. Like, he just abandoned it. He's like, not even going to take it home. And it's like, oh man, somebody like, doesn't even want the prize anymore.
Won't even have the decency to take it home and throw it away there.
I know. I mean, obviously it cost me $1, so like, I'm not out a lot of money, but like, my feelings are hurt, right?
Oh, for sure.
Middle school students can be punks sometimes.
They absolutely can be.
Yeah. It's oh man,
annoying and frustrating sometimes.
It is. So how do you handle it, Michelle? When you got a kid who's just a punk, like, or maybe they have a bad attitude, or like they don't laugh at your joke, or say that's lame. You kick them out.
Kick them out.
Get out of here.
No. I struggle with those kids because I want to give so much grace and really try and understand, okay, why is this kid being this way? Or like, what is it about his life that, has made him this way? And so oftentimes, like, it's unfortunate because we have one of these kids who's so good at comebacks.
Ooh.
That I'm like, oh, he just burned me real good.
Ouch.
And like from the stage too, right? And so I'm
like, oh no, it's so you're on stage and he burned you.
But then usually it's like, I like laughing with them as well.
Yeah.
But then every now and then, it goes too far sometimes. And usually that's when oftentimes I'll do kind of the whole thing. I'm like, all right, go stand in the hallway for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then usually one of my leaders that I know he's closest with will kind of go and talk to him. And he usually will kind of be chill for another like half hour, and then he'll do something else.
True. Okay. So true story or true question. Have you ever like really had your feelings who were hurt by a student who said something to you?
I don't think so. I'm pretty resilient. Like, I think it comes down to just knowing who I am.
Okay.
I'm like, they can say what, like, and with the psychology background, like, they kind of trained us for that of, you could have like somebody in your counseling session, and I learned, I'm like, they can say whatever they want to me, and it's not going to affect who I am, what I do. And so I took that with a ministry mindset as well. I'm like, you can call me whatever name you want. You can do anything to me, and it's not going to affect the way that I treat you.
But does it ever... Have you ever had a student like say something that just like really got under your skin? I guess maybe is what I'd ask.
They have, not about me, but about another student.
Oh, that's what got you fired up.
Yeah. When I hear them talking about another student, that's when I'm like, nope.
Cross the line.
Yeah. Our number one rule that we have in our ministry is don't be a jerk. Literally every time.
Tell me that's posted somewhere, like up on the wall.
They know it by heart.
That's funny.
Because of how often I say it. And that, like, every time I'm like, all right, what's our rule? They're like, don't be a jerk. And I'm like, are you being a jerk? And he's like, yeah.
That's funny. And so they know the standard is don't be a jerk.
Yeah. Are they still jerks? Of course. Because oftentimes it's a middle school boy. But oftentimes our girls can be pretty...
The girls can be
pretty
ruthless.
Rough as well.
Girls can be ruthless.
Yeah. How do you handle that kind of stuff though?
I'm thinking like from this perspective, I'm trying to think of like I'm up on the stage and somebody's being a jerk. I'm with you. I want to give grace, right?
Mm-hmm.
Especially if it's just like, hey, I was excited about like the game or the prize and they just didn't receive it. Like, okay, that can be on me, right? So maybe that's my attitude that I need to change. It's not the student, it's me. And so it's like, okay, real quick, I can shift. And so I guess part of it is I think, okay, am I contributing to this? Or is it something
Interesting.
that I just need to like let roll off and not bother me? Because yeah, I thought it was a funny bit, but it's not, that kind of thing.
Yeah. I think with stuff like that though, where it's like it's a no apologies game. It's clearly a ripoff of Sorry. Like it's a
Oh
joke.
yeah. Oh
It's
yeah.
funny. Like I think especially with some students, I'm like, you can laugh. It's okay.
You can have a good time. Yeah. And so,
You can
and
laugh at
they're,
yourself. You can laugh at Ron for finding this game or
yeah. And so obviously I want them to have a good time. Like is it the idea between, you know, you are being a jerk, you're being mean or spiteful to a student, and
right.
then they're reacting that way. Well, of course they are. But like you're trying to be lighthearted and fun and they're just responding negatively. From the stage, I really try hard not to call the student out.
Totally.
But there are going to be some times when, yeah, like you said, they've crossed the line, right?
Mm-hmm.
They've called out a peer. It's not just kind of disrespectful, but like blatantly disrespectful.
Totally.
There have been some times where I had to call somebody out from the stage. It made everything awkward, but everybody also knew, oh, the line just got crossed.
Oh, for sure. And everyone gets super quiet.
Yeah, and then you go back to telling your funny story, and it's like, okay, well, maybe, yeah, we'll move on. In private, the other day I had a student who, well, it was small group night, and so the kids were kind of running around a little bit, and I called this kid's name. I said, "Hey, man, come back this way." And I saw like the look over the shoulder and the just keep running.
Ooh.
And
Yep.
my first instinct was to like, clothesline tackle him, but I was like,
Absolutely.
all right. Let him run on. I actually found him a little bit later, and I got not got in his face like intimidatingly, but like was like, "Hey, man, I want to let you know I'm going to respect you. And I'm going to listen when you say something, but I also expect you to listen to me. When I
Right.
tell you to stop and come back and talk to me, and you run away, that's really disrespectful."
Totally.
I was just like, "I'm not mad at you." He's like, "Why not?" Like, "You're gonna make me mad at you, but like, I'm not mad at you. I love
If you
you.
want me to be mad.
Yeah, I'll get mad real fast." I was like, "I'm not mad at you. I love you, and I respect you, and I want you to respect me too."
Yeah.
And it could tell he was so uncomfortable, but like that was the length of the conversation. Me explaining it just then.
Oh wow.
I let him run off, and like I can tell he's one of those kids who like, yeah, he's gonna push, he's gonna keep pushing, and I'm just gonna need to be like, hey man, there's a line, and you can't cross it. I'm gonna give you grace when you do, but there's gonna be a time when, hey, that was it.
Yeah. I wonder how often too, like, what's the boundaries at like at home, right? Do they have boundaries or is that why they kind of feel like they can do whatever they want?
Yeah, I feel like in this guy's case, maybe I think he has a lot of boundaries at home. So maybe feels like church is that place where he can run a little
Yeah.
bit more. So I feel that. And I mean, I'm pretty lenient. It's just like, hey, are you hurting somebody or property? All right, then
Right.
yeah, have fun.
Yeah.
But
That's what I'm like, yeah,
this
you can
was,
go. I don't care. Like, are you safe? Everyone else around
yeah,
you safe?
yeah, but this was definitely a like, I see you, I hear you, and I'm going to ignore you and run away.
Blatantly.
And like I said, I
Yeah.
wanted to chase him down, but I was like, nope, I'm going to chase him down. But next time I see him, we're going to have that talk.
Yep.
Yeah,
Can't
it
avoid
was.
me forever.
He tried. So yeah, and maybe there comes a point when like parents need to get involved later. If
Right.
maybe it keeps happening, but then it goes back to your saying like, what's the home life like? Is home life because they're the ones they're acting out like this?
Right.
And then Yeah, they're just sometimes you got to go, all right, I'm just going to let this situation or this circumstance just kind of roll off my back, and I'm going to keep on trucking.
Yeah. I think we've talked about this before too, of like, how do you get that kid involved?
Oh yeah, like maybe they're bored,
Yeah.
and they're not doing anything, and they're acting out because they're bored. They don't have a job or purpose.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I have one kid, which is why we talked about the game I played Banana Ganza, where I put him in a gorilla suit. And I was like, guess what? You're not playing the game. You don't want to play with the students, so you're going to go be a gorilla, and you're going to go have a job doing this.
yeah,
And he loved it.
Tricky. You're actually now playing the game you thought you hated 5 seconds ago.
Exactly.
But because I changed it, you're all in.
Yeah.
That's smart, Michelle.
Yeah, it works. That doesn't work for everyone, right?
No.
And that's, I think, a huge part of knowing your students and talking with leaders of like, hey, tell me about your group. Like, who's in your group that you're struggling with? Like, what are some of the things that, hey, I've noticed this student. Tell me about what he's like in small group. Like, how can I help you with that? I have one girl who she's not, I wouldn't call it her a punk, but she makes life very difficult at group.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I think she comes in almost every week, like crying.
Oh.
And it's just like, I don't know what to do with you anymore.
Huh.
Because there's always something wrong, or it's the same conversations every single week.
Oh,
and at some point, you can tell she's looking for that attention too.
Yeah, I hear that.
And so it's like, for me, that I don't know if I'd call that the punk kid. It's like a total another name, but I'm like, you're still that kid.
Yeah, I'm not exactly happy to see you. Yeah.
Exactly. Where I'm like, why are you here if you don't want to be here?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also love that you're here.
Oh no, that's the balance, because I mean they're here, you can influence them.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're coming in every week
and
just complaining and crying and
that's
not wanting to talk about it.
Just the attention, right?
And just telling me you're fine, but crying in the corner, just kind of staring at me, hoping I'd come and talk to you.
Yeah, you're not fine.
You're not, yeah. And I'm like, okay. But then you don't want to talk about it, right? Girls.
How do you get that kid to open up? Do you get?
It's been difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been hard. I've had tons of conversations with mom who is having kind of the same struggles, and we're just trying to figure out what to do at this point. Since she doesn't want to talk to, she wants to talk about it, but she doesn't want to talk to anybody about it.
Huh.
It's very confusing, and it's
a part of ministry.
I've tried
right?
telling mom to get her into counseling, but I don't know.
Not happening yet.
Not really happening yet, and so between punk kids and emotional kids.
Yes, I hear that.
I feel like that's middle school in a nutshell.
Yeah, that'll do. Throw in some awkward ones and you're good. You've got a youth group.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, you guys listening out there, we know you've got punk kids. You've got kids who just want attention. You've got kids who aren't ever going to play the game. You've got kids who just want to seemingly give you a bad time, but persevere. I mean, these are the same kids who are later going to grow up and be youth pastors. I know, because that was me. These are kids who are going to do great things later on, and they might even do great things next week. But just be gracious, talk to them, call them up, don't call them out, best you can, and just continue to enjoy these wonderful students that God's given us.
Yep, keep laughing with them.
Oh, please, because that's how you get through.
That's how you get through. One day they'll laugh back.
And they won't be laughing at you; they will be laughing with you.
Exactly.
Yay. Hey, everybody. Thanks so much for listening. You got any questions or anything, get a hold of us. You can email us at talkingscrollspodcast@gmail.com. We'd love to hear from you and maybe even answer some questions on a future show. Thanks, guys. We'll talk to you next week.
Bye.